good brains to appreciate what we're doing tonight. I want to speak about the xenophobia and Afrophobia that we have practiced here in South Africa today. And I want to challenge you. You say Zimbabweans take your job, Nigerians take your jobs, and you march and close shops and beat up people. Tell us, after doing that, how many jobs have you created? By beating up these Nigerians, by beating up these Ghanaians, by beating up these Zimbabweans, loading them. If you load them, I have not seen anyone being loaded. No one. And you say they take jobs from you. You have beaten them up, you have taken them out of the country. How many jobs have you created after that? Because the battle should be about jobs. You beat people because they took your jobs. They ran away. You close a shop that hires 5 people and say they take our jobs. After closing that jobs, how many jobs have you created? Unskilled men with no skill, none whatsoever, say somebody took their job. The only skill they know is to drink Intelis, Impesu and all of that nonsense and want to pretend like they are revolutionary as it were. I don't want your vote if you behave like that. Take them away. The only skill they know is to drink Intelis, Impesu and all of that nonsense and want to pretend like they are revolutionary as it were. I don't want your vote if you behave like that. Take them away. If the MK wants it, give it to them. I don't want the votes that says to me, I must hate Africans for you to vote for me. I'll never do that. That I must go take an African child out of school, proud elderly person, pushing a child, an African child that looks like you. I must go to a school and push a child that looks like Opano. My child, I said, get out of school. The same way apartheid did, and push Lidiwe Zulu out of school, Lidiwe Zulu out of school, and saying, you are not worthy of education. I must repeat that. I must do that. I will never do that. You can take your votes. Let me die with my conscience very clear. I will never refuse a pregnant woman of African descent to give birth in the clinics of South Africa. Never will I do that. I did not join politics because I wanted to be anything. I joined politics
to kill. Yamaza, shoot to kill. Kill me. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Township becomes an exemplary township. Vanderkop becomes exemplary township where there are proper roads, where there is no sewer on the road, where they are flushing toilets, where there is clean water running through the taps of the people of Bujanala. We can't say that about Rustenburg. We can't say that about Getling. Rare, huna limit habana metsi le makua west. Even whites in town don't have water. That's how corrupt this ANC is. It found an infrastructure in Brits in town, found infrastructure in Rustenburg in town. They could not maintain the infrastructure. Today, Riachwana Gaufela, Ana Mupetere, Ebana ANC etsa hore makgowa a emella ene di bucket a yonka metsi ba emetsi di truck tsa ANC tsa metsi tse di corrupt tse di tlisha metsi. We say to them, it is this corrupt people baba etsang hore tropo ya Rustenburg is cover what we want it to be. Rustenburg, Brits and all of those towns are supposed to be the richest towns. What made Johannesburg was a discovery of gold. The discovery of minerals here should have turned this town upside down. You are not supposed to go to Johannesburg. The gold is finished. The minerals are here now. Johannesburg was supposed to come here now because there are two things that makes a city. It's natural resources and mineral resources. So Cape Town does not have mineral resources. It's natural resources. It has got beautiful mountains. It has got a sea. Those are the things that makes a city. You've got platinum. You've got coal. You've got all types of minerals. Those are the things that must make you a beautiful city. You must attract the whole of South Africa and Africa to come to you because you've got what the world wants. But you can't get it because the ANC is in collaboration with the people who are stealing our minerals every day. Our workers were killed here in Marikana. Comrades, a mine makes a lot of money. When workers were asking for 12,500, those people were making billions. Even if they gave each worker 12,500, they were still going to make billions. But their greediness doesn't allow them to share. They don't want to share the wealth of the country as dictated by the Freedom Charter that said we need to share the wealth of the country. That's why they don't like the EFF, because the EFF is going to tamper with their profit and say you are going to share this profit with the people of Marikana, with the people of Northwest. Because Northwest is not only rich with mine only. Agriculture is a big thing here in Northwest. That's why we want land. We want to give you land, not to create shacks, but to farm. Because farming is what makes you. Some of you, farming, boss be educated. I am a farmer myself because I know farming is food security. Today, South Africa, you are going to go hungry. This is what happened to Zimbabwe. When Mugabe took the land, they stopped trucks which were taking food to Zimbabwe. He didn't stop. Mugabe never stopped trucks. They said because he took the land, we are no longer sending food to Zimbabwe. And when they stopped trucks, Zimbabwe went hungry. These people are going to stop trucks one day from coming to Rustenburg. Before they stop their trucks, we must have the land, we must produce food and guarantee food security for our own people. And say to the children of Northwest, you need to learn agriculture because that's where your clothes come from. That's where your food come from. And without food security, we are going to eat each other. We are going to die of hunger. We must never rely on the white man. We must rely on ourselves because we can do it. Fighters, let's go to our makwatlo tsamaya. Ona mo ba ka nteng. Ba tsamaile mo Trumper by America. Ha ba fitla America, ha yanka 2 weeks. Ka ba hutla mo lefatsheng la rona la maswi le dinosi mo monotho benteng re ja monate maburu a se rute ba ba kima ba ba kaka ba shalane morao ka dimpa ba re ba America kampa tshela di flatile ba bua South Africa o ka re ba kula Bakasi survive anywhere. That's why Bahanaka the resources Charona, because there are nothing anywhere. Look at us. We survive even when they deprived us. Imagine if they give us, we will not survive. We'll be above everybody. Because to survive under slavery, once you're liberated, you'll be the best of the best, because you know pain of suffering. That's what we're saying, and that's what we're being hated for. We say to Ramaphosa, comrades, a mine makes a lot of money. When workers were asking for 12,500, those people were making billions. Even if they gave each worker 12,500, they were still going to make billions. But their greediness doesn't allow them to share. They don't want to share the wealth of the country as dictated by the Freedom Charter that said we need to share the wealth of the country. That's why they don't like the EFF, because the EFF is going to tamper with their profit and say you are going to share this profit with the people of Marikana, with the people of Northwest. Because Northwest is not only rich with mine only. Agriculture is a big thing here in Northwest. That's why we want land. We want to give you land, not to create shacks, but to farm. Because farming is what makes you. Some of you farming, boss be educated. I am a farmer myself, because I know farming is food security. Today, South Africa, you are going to go hungry. This is what happened to Zimbabwe. When Mugabe took the land, they stopped trucks which were taking food to Zimbabwe. He didn't stop. Mugabe never stopped trucks. They said, because he took the land, we are no longer sending food to Zimbabwe. And when they stopped trucks, Zimbabwe went hungry. These people are going to stop trucks one day from coming to Rustenburg. Before they stop their trucks, we must have the land, we must produce food and guarantee food security for our own people. And say to the children of Northwest, you need to learn agriculture, because that's where your clothes come from. That's where your food come from. And without food security, we are going to eat each other. We are going to die of hunger. We must never rely on the white man. We must rely on ourselves, because we can do it. Fighters, let's get to our makwatlo tsamaya. Ona mo ba kanteng. Ba tsamaile mo Trumper by America. Ha ba fitla America, ha yanka 2 weeks. Ka ba hutla mo lefaseng la rona la maswi le dinosi, mo monotho benteng re ja monate. Maburu a o se rute ba ba kima ba ba kaka ba shalane morao ka dimpa ba re ba America. Kampa tshela di fletile ba bua South Africa o ka re ba kula. Bakasi survive anywhere. That's why Bahanaka the resources Charona, because there are nothing anywhere. Look at us. We survive even when they deprived us. Imagine if they give us, we will not survive. We'll be above everybody. Because to survive under slavery, once you're liberated, you'll be the best of the best, because you know pain of suffering. That's what we're saying, and that's what we're being hated for. We say to Ramaphosa, Zimbabwe, Bashapa Makananian, Bashapa everything, but hey, Leba Limpopo Bashapi no. House of Wisi Zulu Abet. But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, were able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because laukaba kuba ma Zimbabwe, hauna misebetsi, batho bale ba ma Zimbabwe ba etsa mesebetsi e lona le sabatleng o etsa because those are slaves jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it. But why are we fighting each other? It is the same people who made us fight each other during apartheid, black on black violence. They sponsored it. The same provinces where blacks were killing blacks during apartheid, sponsored by apartheid government, is the same provinces where blacks are beating blacks today. The script is the same. The writer of the script is the same. Why do you ask me? Why do you ask me? Koncha ngwana ko skolong ka is not South African. Ke monche ko skolong ke fetse ke shebe waka ke be proud father after removing a black child from school when the black children were removed from school with bullets in 1976, when our parents were removed from school because they did not have school fees. I must play that role. Me, I will never do it. I'm not going to take a pregnant woman out of a clinic because she's not South African. She gives birth of an African child at the gate and that child dies. And you want me to do that and be proud and look at my children and say, I'm a proud father after I stopped life, after I killed someone. I did not join politics to be voted for. I was too young when I joined politics. These positions that I have came as a result of my participation. I am not in politics to be elected. I'm in politics to articulate a position of African people who have been oppressed for too long. We are not saying any Zimbabwean, Nigerian, Ghanaian must bring crime here. The same way no South African must bring crime here. Anyone who brings drugs, South African or Nigerian, must be dealt with according to the laws of South Africa. Not me. I coupe. Before it comes to us, let's stop it there and say, let's deal with illegal immigration through the laws of this country. The Minister of Home Affairs is a DA minister, but they never match to the Minister of Home Affairs, who is responsible for illegal immigrants. Why? They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. When is that march going to Cape Town? Because a lot of illegal immigrants, white immigrants, are in Cape Town. Let's see them going to Cape Town and asking whites to produce their IDs. The same way here in Northwest, a lot of whites say they own land. If you ask them to produce a title deed, they don't have. They gave each other the land early 90s when the fast national economic freedom. Oshapali Zimbabwe liatamaya, you remain landless. Hona le Zimbabwe le na le lefatshe. Lefatshe le kamara matso amakhuwa. Hona le Zimbabwe le na le factory, le nang le mine, le nang le bank. You are fighting over useless things. They are distracting you. so that you focus on each other while they are stealing our minerals, while they are stealing our land. Vukataki. This is the time you must be more awake. They're distracting you. They say foreigners have taken jobs from you. Go for them. You go there. They take everything. That's what they did during apartheid. When we were supposed to get our freedom, they started a fight between ANC and IFP. Instead of concentrating on fighting for freedom, we got distracted and killed each other. Who took the weapons to KZN? It was apartheid soldiers. Bought lot of ammunition, took it to KZN. That's why till today there are a lot of illegal guns in KZN. Those guns were delivered by the apartheid government, arming blacks to fight one another. Today they don't give you guns. They put in your mind wrong ideas for you to hate each other, concentrate on one another while they continue to benefit the minerals of our world. Comrades, not because I killed anyone. They want to take me to jail for 5 years because they don't want me. Why? Why do they want to take me away? They want to take me away because they are scared of the truth. They don't want the truth. I will talk the truth here. I'll talk the truth in jail. I'll talk the truth in my grave. No one can ever kill my ideas. My ideas are out there. No one can ever arrest my ideas. My ideas are out there. No white woman can determine my destination. I've got an appointment with the future, and that future is the revolution to liberate the children of Africa. You must not be scared, comrades. You must never allow them to use me to intimidate you. No one must use my name to intimidate you. Continue to fight for the truth. Continue to tell the truth. Do not be shaken by my sentencing, because that's what they want. They want you to be shaken. I'm not shaken. If I was not married with children, I was not going to appeal it. I was going to go there and come back. But as a responsible family man, I might be strong. My wife might not be strong. My children might not be strong. And my jail can destroy them. For them, I shall appeal it until I get my freedom, so that my family is in a better position. Now, Barvet 17%. Rise stop arena. Give 15% till today, and against the ANC. Where we govern, not a single MMC of the EFF was ever accused of corruption. No single MMC of the EFF was ever arrested. Today, they are desperately looking for us at Madanga Commission. They try all types of things. Hey, you will never find us. We are not at Madanga Commission. We are at Marikana. Catch us if you can. You cannot find us where there is corruption. That Chuckleson is desperately looking for EFF, and for sure even in the computers, when they take the SMSs and WhatsApps of people, they type EFF so that it can come up. That's why EFF came up in one SMS, but they spoke about it for more than 10 days. Go and ask, how much was that 10 days where you were desperately wanting to put the EFF in corruption that is non-existent. We fight corruption everywhere. We fight for the unemployed. We fight for the insourcing. We have put a bill in Parliament where we said everybody must be insourced. who works in government, cleaner, security guards, whatever, as long as you are in those buildings of government, working for a private company, we are saying to government, terminate that contract of that company.